So fresh off the heels off the PlayStation State of Play event, which I made a video about, make sure you guys go check that out. We of course had a big Pokemon presentation. And if you know anything about me, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan in the world. Like, I check out the games from time to time. I thought Let's Go was kind of interesting, but I wasn't really planning on making a video about this event because I figured there wouldn't really be anything for me. I sort of fell out of love with the Pokemon games. I feel like the Pokemon company just kind of goes on cruise control and releases their games. Well, today they did this presentation, and for the most part, I was actually pretty impressed. There were 2 out of 3 games that I'm really looking forward to now in the Pokemon franchise, which I didn't think I would ever be saying in 2021. What's going on, guys? I'm RGT85. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to like the video and check out other videos on the channel. But without any further ado, let's talk about this Pokemon presentation, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and pretty much what the future of Pokemon is going to be now. Now, if you know anything about the Pokemon Company and YouTube in general, the Pokemon Company likes to copyright strike when you use their trailers for their games because I don't know why. I guess they don't want people talking about it in a positive or negative manner. So this video is going to have very wonky editing, more so than normal. Yes, keep all your jokes to yourself, but I do want to talk about these games. So kicking things off, they started out with like a little nostalgia reel for Pokemon fans to celebrate the 25th anniversary. Okay, that's cool. You know, give me the games. I want to see what games are going to be talking about. And the first game that they started off with was, of course, new Pokemon Snap. Now, this game comes out in April, and honestly, I was a huge fan of Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo 64. I think it's a super underrated game. Sure, it's a bit limited because it's essentially like an on-rail shooter where you don't really shoot anything, but I liked Pokemon Snap, and I always thought it would have been a perfect fit on the Wii U, you know, the thing that had the control panel on it that you could actually use as a camera. But Pokemon Snap looks absolutely gorgeous on the Nintendo Switch. I think the animations for the Pokemon, the lighting with the day and night cycles, and all the Pokemon's interactions with you as you're taking pictures of them and, you know, trying to get them to pose in certain situations just looks absolutely fantastic. You can actually make the Pokemon glow, which makes for some crazier pictures and things like that. And of course, you know, the gameplay is pretty much that Pokemon Snap gameplay that has always been around. You take pictures, you show them to the professor, you get rankings, and then you get access to other areas. So, you know, it's pretty basic stuff, but I do think it looks absolutely fantastic in terms of a visual style. Now, obviously, Bandai Namco is the one working on the graphics of these games, and I think it really shows with this. There's a photo editor in the game as well, and it's actually kind of cool because you can share your pictures online via the in-game system, and then other people can rank your pictures, and there's sort of like a leaderboard for the pictures. So if you're able to do some crazy crap with your pictures, you'll be able to get, you know, some of that e-fame and a little bit of that clout that everyone is so desperate for. Now, I actually took photography in middle school, and the teacher's name was Mr. Wazalewski, and like he was a super creepy dude. Like nobody really liked him, so like we made a song about him, and it went, Mr. Wazalewski, he's gonna get to you. Mr. Wazalewski, he's gonna screw you too. And like he didn't like that song, and I think he ended up like leaving like halfway through the class and like the semester, and we got another teacher, and he was missing part of his thumb, and he used to say, well, my kid's Mickey Mousing around. So I obviously have background in photography, so Pokemon Snap looks really cool on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm really looking forward to new Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo Switch. The next thing they talked about was some Pokemon Sword and Shield events that I don't really care about. They're just in-game events. That's cool if you're still playing those games. I'm not. I never did, and I probably never will just because, I don't know. It's just not for me, but yes, there are more events coming to the game. Then was a big announcement, something that a lot of people have been looking forward to, and that is the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which of course were the DS games being brought over to the Nintendo Switch. Now, this was heavily rumored to be happening for quite a while now, so people were definitely really looking forward to this. What sort of visual style would it use? Would it use a Sword and Shield visual style? Would it use a Let's Go visual style? Well, kind of neither, honestly. If anything, I think they went the more nostalgic route, because when you look at this game, it really just looks like a beefed up DS game. It still has that top-down perspective. Now, obviously, the characters, the environments, the textures are a lot cleaner than they would have been on the DS. But for me, I just think that they kept a bit too close to that original art style, which some people are gonna love it because of that nostalgic feeling. But some people like myself who did not play Diamond and Pearl, the game I played on the Nintendo DS was Pokemon Black, and that was really my last mainline Pokemon game until, very recently, like on the 3DS and stuff. I was just kind of like, you know, it looked a bit flat. It looked a bit disappointing. I am an outsider on this. You guys know I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, so I could be completely wrong on this, and maybe a lot of people are really looking forward to this visual style, but I do think it looks nice enough. I am very curious though about the pricing of these games, because obviously you have Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, two different Pokemon games that will have, you know, the same core gameplay, but there's different Pokemon in each of them. Are these each going to be $60 like we saw with Sword and Shield? I don't know if that will go over very well with the general population, because of the fact that, well, it just looks like, you know, a smaller project. It looks more like a passion project than like a big AAA game or something like that. Now, these games will be releasing in late 2021. I probably won't be checking them out personally, but like I said, if you are a big Pokemon fan, because I know there are a lot of big Pokemon fans on this channel, let me know in the comments down below what you thought about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because I pretty much feel like this is going to be one of those things that sort of splits the Pokemon community like we've seen so many times. And as an outsider, it's absolutely fascinating to see these people like infighting with each other. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this. But the final game, now you got my damn attention, Pokemon Company. You did it. You freaking did it. You got RGT's attention, full mast, like holy crap on a stick. What is this? What are you doing? And that, of course, is Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is a new Pokemon game coming in early 2022. And honestly, this is what I've wanted from Pokemon ever since they went to consoles, ever since it appeared on like the N64 in some capacity, the GameCube in some capacity. This is the game that I have been wanting personally, and I feel like a lot of people have been wanting. Now, it is an open world action RPG with just absolutely huge landscapes from what we've seen so far, and Pokemon just chilling in these environments and stuff, and it's literally like Breath of the Wild Pokemon, which, like I said, I think is what we have wanted forever. Just a big open area where there's Pokemon and you throw your Pokeballs at them and you battle these Pokemon in these open wild areas. You know, we've seen so many like tech demos done by people of games in this style, and we've always been like, yo, this is what we want out of a Pokemon game. And it's nice to see that the Pokemon Company is actually doing something. I know a lot of people were let down with Sword and Shield graphics, and honestly, I'm usually pretty harsh on the Pokemon Company because I feel like they do sort of phone it in visually. I understand that the gameplay is great, but you gotta have some nice visuals to bring in people to the franchise as well and just look like you're competing in the modern era. But this honestly looks like the next step in the Pokemon franchise that has been a very long time coming, and is definitely going to be a day one purchase to me. Now, the trailer for Pokemon Legends Arceus definitely was a little bit rough around the edges. You know, when you actually look at like the technical stuff that went on with this game, you know, there were some frame rate drops, some of the animations looked a bit questionable, but this game is not coming out until early 2022. I actually reached out to one of my Pokemon advisors, aka Jordan Fringe, and he said from what he's heard, this game is still very early in development. Obviously, if it's not coming out until early 2022, they have a lot of time to clean up the visuals and things of that nature. I really feel like they've probably been focusing more so on the gameplay of this game, and then we're going to bring the visuals up to snuff. But just this little tease of this game is exactly what I've wanted from the Pokemon franchise. I wanted to see this evolution, this Breath of the Wild style jump, because I feel like the franchise needed it. It's what, you know, it just became sort of stagnant over the years, and this is something that has me very excited. This is something that makes me want to jump back into the Pokemon universe. Now, this game is actually taking place before the events of Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, so a nice little tie-in with that as well. Obviously, that's sort of what they're focusing in on this celebration with. But yes, very impressive looking. I think the scope of this game looks great. Pokemon Legends Arceus is definitely a day one purchase. So overall, I somehow enjoyed this event. Like, I didn't wake up early for it or anything. I actually just woke up, I was outside having a smoke, and I tuned into OJ's live stream of it, and I caught it right at the start when they were talking about new Pokemon Snap, and I was like, you know what, this wasn't a bad presentation. Personally, I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. You guys know that. I've said it like a million times in this video, but when it comes to things like the evolution of the series, I'm always very interested in it. Now, Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Pearl remakes, they didn't do anything for me. I'm not going to be playing those games. But I thought what they showed from new Pokemon Snap looks absolutely fantastic. That is a day one buy. And Pokemon Legends Arceus, like, Give me more of that. Give me more of that. I want more details. I want to know how many Pokemon are in these regions. I want to know if there's any sort of multiplayer in this game, but you definitely got my interest with this. And I think that's really something to take away from this, because a casual Pokemon player, someone who fell out of love with the series, is now back interested in the series. And I feel like Pokemon Legends Arceus could be the game that brings a lot of us old timers back into the Pokemon universe. Now, I'm not going to be doing Pokemon card unboxings and shit like that on the channel. That's obviously very trendy right now on YouTube. I'm not about that life. I'm not buying Pokemon cards, but yes, Pokemon Company, you did it. You managed to impress me. And I'm not going to literally, well, you know, I'll take my hat off for you. I'll take my hat off. Alrighty, so those are my thoughts on the Pokemon event that took place today. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this event. Obviously, there are people of different statures within the Pokemon universe who are watching this video. People who love Pokemon, people who don't care about Pokemon. So give me your thoughts on it, because I think it's going to be very interesting to see the reception from diehard Pokemon fans to more casual Pokemon fans to people who just hate Pokemon. And then I just have to question, why are you watching this video in the first place? Maybe you'd just like to hear my soothing voice. Hello. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Be sure to check out the video from earlier today, which was a Wii U to Nintendo Switch ports ranking video, where I rank all of the Wii U ports that came over to the Nintendo Switch. Watch the state of play stuff as well. There's been a lot of content on this channel. February has been a very busy month on the channel, and I definitely cannot complain. And as always, guys, I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.